going out there? This is Wayne with Tri County Locksmith Service. Here we're gonna talk about the Stanley 24/7 security lock. It says it's professional grade. It has a security rating of 5, and I recently had to take one of these off of a residence, and it was pretty difficult. So I thought they included some neat features. So I'm going to talk about one of the really cool features, that is that it's rekeyable. And here we have packaging with our keys in here. And to rekey this lock, you're going to insert the key, open the lock. You have to have the keys to be able to rekey it. You're going to take a 3mm metric Allen wrench and remove this bolt right here. What that does is it's a retainer or a catch for the shackle. Okay, so once we pop that out, you're still going to need the key again. Make sure you always have the key, and that's going to come out like so. Now that can come out. You're going to have a ball bearing and a spring in this side. Just beware, the grease should keep it in there. And then you're going to need another Allen wrench to go down into here, the side with the spring and the ball bearing, and down in there you'll feel it lock up. Turn loose. That's going to drop this cap screw off. That's going to release the bottom plate here, and that'll come right off just like so. When I do these, the grease keeps the ball bearing and the spring in there, so what I do is grab the key. There's a really small thin plate on the back side of this cylinder, so I use the key to pull it out. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get back in there. That stayed in there. When it comes out, it should look like that. If you've got another little piece right here, stick it back down in there, make sure that stays in the same direction. Once you get to this point, this is one of the best unique features about this particular lock, is that you can rekey it. And if you give somebody access to your gate and you make them a key, and then you want to deny them access, you don't have to buy a new $40 lock. You just have to buy or have somebody rekey it. And then from this point on, it's the normal rekeying procedure. You pull the cap screw off the back, you use a follower, you pull the cylinder out, and then you repin it the way you want to. The only concern that I have with repinning one of these is I always like to keep the very first digit. Like in this case, this is a 9. The first digit or the first 2 digits. These use stainless steel pins, which add to the security of the lock. So if you take these pins out of the bottom, then you're gonna, and replace them with brass pins, it's gonna reduce the security of the lock tremendously. So either make sure you're using stainless steel pins to rekey it, or just keep the first 1 or 2 numbers the same and rekey the other ones. So that's how we do that. Once you're done, I'm not going to go into that. You should know how to rekey if you're at this stage. So we're going to put that back in there just like that. Pop the key out. We're going to make sure our drill plate is in there. Just like so, and piece of right there. Hold the lock right side up. Allen head screw all the way back down, nice and tight. Shackle goes in. You'll need the key to let it back in. All the down, and finally your retainer goes right in there. You'll need a 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench, and you'll need a 3 millimeter Allen wrench. 2.5 for the retainer bolt, 3 for the inside one. And then there you have it. You would have that keyed differently now. You've got 6 pins, so it's pretty easy to change up. Just remember your stainless steel pins in these. If you replace those, you decrease the security of the lock dramatically. Other than that, pretty good lock. These do the same thing, same exact procedure, same exact way, same security rating. This just is a laminated lock and does not have the shoulder lock on there, but they both do it the same way. Really happy with these products. They've come a long way, whereas the old master lock, you had to replace the whole lock if you gave out the wrong keys. So there you go. For more information, visit www.tricountylocksmithservice.com.